Now I switch to the technology part a little bit because a lot of people call J.P. Morgan is more like a technology company rather than a financial institution. And in your annual letter released this February, the market noticed that the disruptive technology, including cryptocurrency, has been listed in the risk factor. And you have been skeptical about the Bitcoin publicly, but you support the underlying technology, blockchain. Why is that?
Blockchain has nothing to do with cryptocurrency. I mean, people have to separate them. Blockchain is a technology of a master file that could be encrypted, encoded, and shared equally. We keep equal copies and always updated. So think of it as instead of me keeping a file here of an agreement we both have a complete file and it's certified by independent people every time we do something, every time we buy or sell. And it's got all the other data. So remember, you buy or sell a loan, there are covenants, there are prior owners, there are tax consequences, and so that we're testing that. That actually works, and it'll be rolled out as use cases, and it could be public or private. It could be 5 people or 50,000 people, and we think it'll be rolled out. I don't think it'll be earth-shattering, to tell you the truth, because you have to write the code to set. So we have to agree to protocols, who's involved, how it's going to work, make sure it's secure and encrypted. And currency is a whole different thing. Now you can use a blockchain for the so-called cryptocurrency. You can use a blockchain for RMB currency. But RMB is supported by the laws of China, the central bank of China, and I think that's a whole different thing. So yes, I'm skeptical of cryptocurrencies, but not blockchain and not currencies. We move a lot of money around the world right now digitally, $6 trillion a day, digitally. We don't put cash on planes. It's moving from bank accounts and around the world digitally, encrypted, safely, securely, and rather cheaply. So, but I think the bigger issue is technology is the thing that mostly drives change in the world. Growth, productivity, a lot of cultural changes. At the root of them was technological change, and you have to use technology to do a better job for your company, your shareholders, your people, your health, your air, so even if you're running China or running J.P. Morgan, technology, so that is something you can use to do a better job. And in competitive business, if you don't use it, you lose. That is how you get better, faster, quicker, cheaper, give your client more for less, and that could be just straight through processing. That could be making it digital. That could be making it easier to do things, or whole new technology that one day I hope someone has a better technology for removing CO2 from the air, and all these various things. So I just think it's incumbent upon companies to always use technology to change and grow.
But how do you decide which technology you were invested in? Because there was an article goes viral on WeChat last year saying that J.P. Morgan's AI is called contract intelligence could impress 360,000 hours of work into just a few seconds. So what kind of technology J.P. Morgan is investing right now?
So it's we sit around a room like this and go through one after another for hours. Some are things like data centers, networks, encryption, cyber. Some are software programs we're writing that we're digitizing, tons of, if I said hundreds of projects digitizing. Some we're actually partnering with other people and buying and selling and stuff like that. So it's that broad range of stuff. One huge category is AI. I'm going to put it all together. AI, machine learning, big data, all kind of the same thing. And so those are things that used to always run risk systems. You can now run a risk system, look at 140 databases, not one, and do it in a split second, and then doing it as someone's on their phone clicking the button. So you can use that for risk, for marketing, for credit, for underwriting, for something like that. The one you're referring to, I think, and I don't remember the exact numbers, is that's reading contracts. Because you and I would have to read a contract, you'd have to have all these people do it. These things can scan. They're digitally scanning it, so it's already in the digits in the computer. They can scan these contracts in a second that would take people days and months. So if you said, I want to view all these contracts to see how many people have a reset price, these machines can do it. So this is just the beginning of AI. As this gets rolled out and people understand use cases, it'll be used for more and more things. And as our people get smarter at it, we have more and more scientists who can do it, the use case will go way up.
But does that mean the machine going to replace, human beings? Like, how are you going to think about
eventually, yes.
The challenge, the job challenge of the new
But
technology?
again, this narrative about that, I think people are overdoing. That has been true our whole lives, that technology's, quote, replacing jobs. So, in the United States, and it's been replacing a lot of jobs in China, but it's creating another vibrant part of China. We had 20 million people working on farms like in 1930, and now we have 1 or something like that. Those were back-breaking jobs. They didn't all lose their job. They went to do other things. And, and then work days have come down. If you go back to the 30s, the work day was 6 days a week. Maybe 7 days a week for a lot of people. And, now it's 5 days a week. And my point is society will adjust. There's always been this pace of change of jobs, retraining, stuff like that. I do think it's faster than it used to be, and that society has to adjust faster, so that we have to do retraining better, relocation better, income assistance better, think a little bit ahead. Drivers are going to lose their jobs, what are you going to do? And it may affect Des Moines a lot less than it affects New York, so a lot of it's going to be locally. So yeah, we should applaud the rollout of technologies which will probably save a lot of lives. But look, the backside of it is you've seen it around the world, and some of this populist disruption is from anger of people losing their jobs. And of course, when things go wrong, in a lot of countries, they blame trade, immigration, China, or technology. And that's not exactly accurate, but we can stop these people from suffering to reduce that pressure. And I think we made a mistake. I think countries made a mistake in not foreseeing some of that and doing something about it. And that particular problem, by the way, will not be fixed by government alone or by business alone. And that's why we push a lot that we need real collaboration to get this right.
The other thing is that how do you keep all those top talents in J.P. Morgan, let's say, competing with the Silicon Valley, the big technology giants? It could be, let's say, Facebook in United States, or it could be Alibaba in China, right? How do you keep those talents
we have no problem. We're a great company. We do great things around the world. We're global. If you came here and you're writing code, that code that it might be on the thing for 50 million people, a day later. And so some of these other companies don't do, some of the things aren't that meaningful, so the work is meaningful. We take care of people, we treat them very respectfully, compensation is always competitive, and we need to do it. And it's fun, these global businesses are fun, so a lot of our people, they need to do things around the world. So I say financial services is kind of an industry where everything you touch is kind of important. You need to read the whole newspaper in the morning to know how it's going to affect you or your clients. And technology is simply the way we deliver that around the world. I said we move $6 trillion a day around the world. And we've just built some real-time systems to do that too. And we're always building systems to protect it from fraud, cyber, et cetera. So, we have fun work. We all get engaged. Senior management, down is engaged in how we get these things done.